Netu television dialed the dialogue show. I don't pay honey at say na yedigana and komo ede emma war. Now here said komo etienua and then sembe brave. El why be na yakam ede ama me din ede kwame abo akudan kwamwa obeti afrem e komodo. I am your host with the most and I am your moderator. A free sabre kwesi non chrome ebwa pa wesimano aduenu na what the dialogue show so on e won Netu television no yedi ewiem sakram sem don hwedru na yedi enum yede bebro na yahwe sede ewiem sakram sem no be afa no boa ma watimi plan wo day no eno achi kra no ye behwe na afi motivation kakra ho so yede abrewo na agokansie mrante no abeje adwa na ono so ede agokansie sem abrewo ye entertainment news tidbit kakra ewo dwumadie so ede bebrewo na afi sukra no interviews ahodo a ye ne omanfo bedi mu nkomode ensem na ede egu apono so a ye behwe aka ni nyina no yede ebro a free sabre ekosise no nkron bebo pa wonsima no adueno no ene yede the dialogue show no ebrewo ewo Netu television na sedede bia ye no enne no ye hwe weja empanifo ene omanfo bi a womo ewo National Disaster Management Organization emu nadmo empanifo ebe romesanse weja nso no ye kasa ye manta wo se ye bie ema nso ni bi efri mu ekoba no saa omanfo ewo mpotem ho no kokobo no ete say na ya ye fa ho efa Ghana. That is Ghana. Ade bia na do ha bre ye bia no afi bia no ne aye enti se eye weja nso ne be bia afi bia ne ya bia enti kwan be ne betimi afa so a saa nsuo no ye bia e betimi akogu baabi anafa baabi atwa afa baabi a emfa seye emfa bibi emra oman no a beko be wie na afa wo se etimi kopesika compensate nkrofo bi that it is sika no a de compensate sa nkrofo no hada na yemfa nya bibi emma enzu ebese a yemfa nya irrigation emma kuafo mfa nya afu. It's like ye to mine musa na just routine. They say ya na ye o mine sa ye kubesi sa aban we be kwa aban we be ba sa na timiti antimamufo no e beto me be ne ye sori a ne ye sori ne sei okọ kasa kakra bi a ye say wadi pani atem okọ kire wadwin bi ye say why ye say that is how we live in the country. Ade na ekoba ne sa na ne ye South Africa Emma Ghana for good South Africa for xenophobic inte wo say omnkom mam de kaka ho yakofo maba ya be bose what ye bose adwuma be no mo be ye my Ghana sa nkrofo yakofo omuba ye nura yi yakofo maba we give credit to aban but enya ban sika oman ni sika na de yakofo maba so be it either than honorable Kennedy or Agyapong a onu akasa yi ni botom sika Lebanon kwada ekogu ho ekokchata plane edom ba abanfo bi mu a na nya oman ni sika o abanfo bi mu a na de kofo mu ba ye no eno anyway ya afa me dede ya afa me hu eno wie ma ennehwe sika de aman kwada yi enuane emu di ye plane akofo mu ba sankofo yi betra ha ba be bose anase baba be ye o ye kire oman Ghana mse omunya adwuma ye omba ye no omunya adwuma nye and that is so be it omo ba ye na nka adwuma wa onye pepero ho akofo mu ba be gu man nim no adwuma be no meye investment so matimi aye bi ho a wo eye investment ne den the only thing now because ye di nkomo wo fidie mu mampanifo che say omo ye international lawyers ne sorry mi omo hunu sampa omo ye international lawyers no omo nkoma Ghana for omo nkoma other countries no a sadie we ekoso nti so South Africa omampani ni ho South Africa Foreign Affairs Ministry ni ho for South Africa ontimpanifo bi ni ho a enti ebetimi asori wo sa de ma komu ye aba sojafo asori said de omo ye no UN mpanifo entimi sorry ene yakofo ma begu a ye bebo se ye wi omo ankasa ba be su se adwuma eni omo omo nya adwuma nye ye koya na ye bae ene we international lawyers ni abodi wan international wan we were international wan sa anti bibi sesi a na Ghana fo ma na edo makoto asan mu na fi asambeti ba yakofo ma baim adwuma omo be ye oman ni mu no ewe he ye etimu kurampo ye nya bi nye nurse for 2021 badge about 11,000 egu fi ayemfa omo teacher training for na no kasaye 107,000 enegu a wo munya teacher adwuma ni bi nkoye ye na nkampese omo aka dada bodwa de ebi wen Ghana abusia harope ye nkohwe sede ye pledge no eti abrina bring na no ye tena sesen ya na ye de nsem bi atoto wanim na ya kyerɛw sɛ saa deɛ no na fa bɔ bra na ɛfa di udwuma wɔ bra wo kɔ adwuma mu yi aya afa koma pakɔ na koma pa no de kɔ a enema nyina bɛkɔ so yi ɛde ama no pɛ yɛmfa sedama de aseda sɛ no ɛsan so no nkuto no ama nkwa wese a ɛdɛm ne keka wa bia ɛni ho atoɛ na arɔpɛ nti anɔpɛ yi sɛ nyankopɔn bɛsɛ yi adɔm de ɔde nyankonto yɛ abote no bɔ de nkyɛmra mpɔn sɛ ɔna ensuo mu no wama ne nyankonto akɔtɔ ne krontonkro wie ne minu nyina wie ne yie anɔpɛ yi a deɛ ɔsɛ yɛka ne sɛ asedo aseda ɛne ɛdima ne din kronkron Psalm 104 eyi nyankopɔn kɛse yɛdi ɛde kyerɛw okita English Bible a bi okita twidie na bi ɔsɛ nyankopɔn ɔno ahyɛ hansa atade no atrɔ so sentamatam na eduru anwumra amoadoma nyinaa pie kɔpɛ ɔmo no aduane ɛwa paa enti yɛ akenkan na sɛ ɔsɛ wo de mom ɔmo tase na me ɔmo kra na sade akyi a ɔmo tubutu ɔmo ato ɔmo nipa firi kɔ ɔmo nnwuma so na ɔmo nnwuma ho kosi sɛ adeɛ bɛsan asabim and that is the reason why adeɛ akyi a ɛwɔ sɛ me no mienu nyinaa kɔ adwuma ɛwɔ Psalm 104 hwɛ ne kenkan na ehu nyankopɔn kɛseyɛ ɛdi ɔhwɛ mumuyɛ God never nyankopɔn ɛnhwɛ mumuyɛ sanka ɔhwɛ mumuyɛ anka me no mienu hwan na bɛgyina ɛno nti na no David ahunu mu pa yɛ no ɔka wɔ Psalm 130 ɔsɛ me frabro kukumi fo Awurade tie me ne papa yɛ aso tie me kotosrɛ agya wo nhwɛ mumuyɛ na sanka ɔhwɛ mumuyɛ a nka hwan na bɛgyina ɛwɔ nim na so na fa kyɛ ɛwɔ fam ne asuro. So what kind of love is this? So don't be ni yankopon wo dom ma menumi nti so ya akyerɛ odo ɛfa kyerɛ onua na ne manyina so enkoso yi yenko na fe yenko gye pledge no by the power bestowed on me as a moderator I duly declare say the pledge anope.
The pledge. I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers, and I pledge myself in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help me God.
Enti say netie se wahye ho bo se abrena brenya no be som oman no kra ne gidie mu enti se woyoban mu pani bi ne yede adwuma bi ahye wo nsa se woyo obi a amanfo be ba ho abepe wo services a de e ka che wo se wahye ho bo bra ekɔ school ne yede nsa to ebo ane aka sa ansem yi say I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers, and I pledge myself in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help me God. Nti Awurade mwa wo bra wo kwa adwuma wo ye na de pepepe ne fan me nka so bi nche wade but misa achede mfiri obi ho so far as obebisa achede na firi obi ho no na che say ena enya ade enyi sika ansa na akwaya ade na ma obi. That is what it breeds the corruption. Enye ade no ansa na akwaya ade na ma obi na emo mi ade ni wie wo ye wie ne so ni panani a oh ko we de me nkra oh je aye na oh me da se man no oh da bi we de from akomam na eno na nhira ewo so wahu but say udika ko demand ade no ansa na akwaya bibia na ye say wo breed corruption obedi ade abeto anim no o say nefa wait to so wait no wey onkofa bim ana onkofa blog na emeto so the only thing I say e sika na wo pe emma sika ni wanim na sika ni bre na man na asene na ire safira wo mo ekọ de omkọ mu mesro pa arape yanko ese de wi amu sakrem semno ebe afa ye kana sa na ewie nse bi wa na binum yam hyehyom course ne na kosi ye de ani hu bi no ewo sikagie corruption mu no sikagie corruption mu no posifo ewom na nkampese domestic violence and victim support unit doksu munsiesie anuana no ntem ansamba fia ekobi ba fia mo ne yede bedam mo na hwede omo ye enti ba se gidie a omanfo nya ewo ye hu mu bi no ewen gidie bi ani ho you still let the situation remain sir, and it's going to still continue to remain because sika offer ho kwaje ye no adamudi offer ho je ye no you situation no matter the obeka bia ni ho a afanu anaso offer ba ko no ebeje to because what the afanu ba ko na ni ho ye no it's like nti yentua woka ana nti eno no sa ketewese no de na be ya ma wo. And look at what the kanyina no so wotia utimi say wogu ho animu ase, but what are we going to say? Manena wanim nemko na de wanim na wo kwa obi say twen na obi hunu a that is wakasem and de ache wo ha no wage anya yi a okena bi obaji ne kase a wankasa onim de beto wo ewiem sakrem sam don hwedore nan no se de die animu efa no enie aropai yehunu se ebo kakra ewo wo wiem Ghana fana ba bebre no ano ebo kakra ewo wo wiem na ohia se de etie no ba bi akwaye breto mepo ene no tan ewo no ohunu se ewiem eyenwu eda no ekwanimo no abusua awia kakra be niti ede amaye amawia enso abo kakra krankanka Ghana ya nafo efom na fei ye hwe ni mu se enso kakra agrada wo muso betimi agugu kakra ede amaye ya no wakai ahye ne nso ba bi akwaye breto mepo ne no tan ewo no ye betimi nyanya no sa efiti awia bobre mu ekona nwumrem ti ya na wakai ahye ne so no pei aflawo ne mpotem ne bo kakra ewo wiem na so fam ya bi de se enkran ena ka so a ye betimi nya nso anopai ejino ha mobupen aduasa 30% style na stakrade enso eka ho ya na wakai ahye ne so se efiti 30% ekosi 100%, there is a possibility of 70% a chese nso no n20 sa no pay epetepete emfasada emanya me bia na emu ankoye de sa na ehye no etie ebo kakrai wo wiem ewo ofam ya bi de se akufo-addo atimodan kumaso boase takwasa hwebekwa ketekra tekintampo go susunyane tachimane ne mpotem no ebo kakra ewo wiem munkum ejina wiem no ejina hamabu pen aduana 40% ya ho hye no susupro no so no hwa ye jina free 22 ekosi 25 degrees Celsius na awi abobrem no awi akrabe ni ti ede amaya ugina Cape Coast kasoa enkran ena flower awi akakra ewo ho ede man nanso manfo bi a ye water krade azim ho akufo-addo atimodan kumasene ne mpotem no yeti ya yeye ebia nsuo kakra be gu ede ama ye gina ho mabu pen aduasa ekosi na aduanan eso 30 to 40% na chese nsuo no be gugu ede ama ye miamia bi ho awia ebe unity ede ama ye ahohye no ebe peja anopai susupono no a esansa wo ene ebo wo wiem nti egina 22 empo 21 ekosi 25 degrees Celsius no eba be gina 29 ena akosro kra no eye 32 degrees Celsius na chese wia kakra ewo ho de ma enwumremu no ebo kakra ba besanka wiem ede amai ofa mia bi de se efiti akufo-addo eko no ho azim takrade Cape Coast kasoa enkran ena flawo no ebo kakra ewo wiem ede mai nanso ofa emia no bi nso a ade se ho no so ewia no ebebo no anase ebo no be we no ade se enwumre no nso kakra enso ebetimi aba na fe yetimi ehunu se de don hwediri na ya eda yanim no nso ebetimi aye afa na fe ye baba no ano ye behunu se okoba bi de se tifi fam no a tamale yendi bole dama ngobo gatanga na lugu ena wa na bo wi ma no pedi mo ma ho hye no ejina free 25 and 24 degrees Celsius awia bobrem na wia be ni ti ede amoma no nam so be ma o ma ho hye no eso apija abegina 31 and 33 degrees Celsius anwumre no ebo kakaba be sanka wiem na from ahoshe no so ate abegina 29 and 30 degrees Celsius ye kwa epo no so ye basabasa kakra de ma afarefo no ntomo omanimre sekrodom ya omunya ahweye ramompe na kakra emfa emra don hwede na ye die animu se na wiem sakrem sem no ya afa ye nche ye de the world of sports and bebre wo na Kofi Mensa lai momo ebeba afi yahwe ensemo etwagu ewo the world of sports no emu a anopa ye motivation no ene saying production team no show nkran na nkranship production team no ede show nyina no ene say in the end we will only regret the chance we didn't take. In the end we only regret the chance we didn't take. Awieye no ene hunu se me hu ya nka me ye wei sacha se awieye no ade na akwawie no me yanka obi di sika abrewo say ye corruption say ye dem de wanye afi wa me hu yanka me yewe me hu yanka me je but at the end of the day no wan hwe ya no do how ebeba me de asem bi so aka asem bi a atete sem bi an ye ka ene se okuani bi no okwa afuom na fu na owo mu no oye adwuma kan tete no se owudinafo no mu ye adwuma na owansan bi baaye na owansan no ebeje dade no de do bi bua okuani no owie ye no asem a wo ka kire okuani ne se udi obachi a wafuo beka ena oje ye no okuani ne to anadoso na okọ no koka kire ne se ena di enwonwa sem me wafuo mu a me do no a ena wansan eba ye beje dade no do bi ma me ana oba na say wansan beje udade wansan kro ye nam na ade no wankunu wankunu amfa ma me amfa nya aduane ene okena de wokwafuom no oba kunu ko wansan no kwa hia no ede na bonkwan taja kwani kwafuom odo wasinafu a odo tunum say watweyem say wansan ne so beba enti oba ene no so san beje dade wansan do bi ma kwani ya o wie ne second time no ka che ne say papa maka che o se odu oba chi a wafu beka then ene no so ko san ko bo na miwra o kina de se okwafuom na de obe mam no ko na se wan tia wan se de ma no so atia se ene ja oyi bia antina fe o the pressure to okuani so na so okuani kwafuom a wansan no kunu de ne ba tini third one no a okọ ya wodo no ana wansan san bai tini de ujafo aye krado say wanku wansan because oba no pressure ode ma no ti wansan be no beje dade odo bi ma no a obreye ode dade ni maniura eye kwani dade oje no ode kosi wansan ne ye baako ti o peja dade no be si ana wansan ne hwiri si baabi dade esi kwani nan gawu atwa awape no gina baabi no se papa makacho se wudi obachi a wafu beka ampampampa kwani na dade bie ne nan a ontimi nkwafu mu ntefu naka sasika jebi o say at the end we only regretted the chance we didn't take when we no aka say na asi apart from that yenhwe enyema bi a ye chances say wo yakwamu a wo se etimi take and say when your opportunity be to go abroad when your opportunity be to work somewhere na why kono asa say na adwuma kra me koye kwa na sense afi betomre bi obekọ situation me no say me hu yanka adwuma yi me yeye. That is what the production team is telling you, say don't sit down for you to say at the end no you only regret the chance you didn't take. Me encourage the world of sports and for emana something eboa I crowd in a minute yes some more for the world of sports. Abusi abraso say yede agokansi mu nsamato aso ewo netu television na asante ebo a ayekra nana mache akwaba bibi aboko de
onyame waye mekese
yede yeso ase na se de nema ekono nema ya yehu enra me bom modern hwe ezi Morocco ene Senegal yes under 17 World Cup. It was a fantastic game. Na I'm saying Nkwalano tactics so and I believe say Senegal qualify a couple final. Host no Morocco, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because we here and I said na parking us here tens na Morocco for no war park pa no mo twen say on Benya not to represent in the final. I'm a Muama, I think say 7-6 on penalties no. I say ayomeya papa but omo dear no omo enye ko Ghana kofiri mu ayanko ba bia nti wadu ted and fofo a fa ne sa na yes na
oh yeah once under 17 you know, a developmental stage of football it's nesting ground because football laboratory where and you develop almost so that by time do the bigger stage which in less than 2 weeks you be witness be ho and a woman of friend no said omote I to say yeah more friend yet and said yeah dachi you be see am I basically under 17 no sa and it's not a win-win thing or more a war no I be omonya some for no will tell you say if you do it you build a strong foundation you reap the results and see that's what we supposed former president of the Blasters, Mr. Kwesinya Ntechi, Ghana for nyina say yambo modern na nyina yentro your support behind the Blasters and World Cup 2026 was USA, Canada, and Mexico and I can see nyina ebeba so Ghana Blasters ubekaya yako 2014 group stage, 2022 group stage. Even though 2010 we did reach the quarterfinals, you know, I said the last 2 episodes and I said tournament yako nyina no amboy. We need to put our weight, everything behind the stars. Na the beya omobe to me deliver a sterling performance for the country. Blasters call up 28 players. Akatu Ebeye Fim, Naka 26. Mr. Henry Asante Chum, a communication director, a year Ghana Football Association, or say, Omaye Juma Pans and Omo come up to the 21-man squad. Yes, they did a lot of scouting. Videos, Sinenia Momo share over 170 matches. Nina HSL Omaye Juma, and Niti. And yes, almost sorry, I no more de a players no edibaye. Matisse be no nani abusa penny for a casasa de neamfa or mama. But we ask a very simple question. We the neutrals say which player in Ghana or from Ghana in the world and I watch more goals than Sanmo Atakumi. If it's all about data, Atakumi should be in the national team. So what is it? Anyway, that should wait for sunshine. And Republic Ebedi and no komo. Benjamin Asare, a goalkeeper, our national team. In recent times, he's been the #1 goalkeeper. Now, others Sabeka Yenye says senior goalkeeper Womu Lawrence Ati. Abasinum Nina Abeka, but I say no shaking. It's all about competition. The focus and say the time so near man opportunity na obe deliver. He doesn't care if they pick any other player, but then or she say obetumi enya the starting lineup na wabon home there. Antoine Semenyo, the Lazibu, Antoine Semenyo ne mame. A very passionate appeal and odema yenu no ma omo ama no ne se momma no mebo magana. It's more than pride. It's more than football. Just lacing your boots. It's about the blood, the legacy, your heritage, your roots. That's what it implies. It's your mama. Mama, Dela, asemna na wakan. But the Ebisane say, have you provided the right platform for these kids to do it here? And Rana can say, elsewhere, the Moroccans, the Tunisians, the Algerians, and Senegalese, are more back, but Bomo national team. They always have that link with people back home. And more free, more for more mau, or more babakra na passion, no masanko. They don't even know, baby, or dokoshe. But elsewhere, they know how to do it. So gradually, we need to do it and do it well. I'm sure you be the best of every player. Now I'll be representing Ghana. Mama, Akpe, thank you very much for that wonderful appeal to your fellow diasporans. MTN FA Cup, Kwesiada Ebaso Legon Sports Stadium. You don't even hear people talking about it. What is wrong with this? MTN FA Cup, Ebaso, Kwesiada. Dreams FC, Nations. I know the many betting, but betting actually say there will be free gates for the tournament. Free gates for the tournament, for that game. And no Kwesiada, yen yemfa yen intre Legon Sports Stadium. Na yenko witness a game between a year Nations FC and Dreams FC Football Club. Yentre tennis. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Kano. Jannik Sinner is out of the Roland Garros. Wefim. Strange. Na Olusuma 56th seed. A year Juan Manuel Consendolo of Argentina. Yes. 6362 57161616. That was the result. Jackson at a point felt uneasy. And he said this, there wasn't any energy for me to play. I could not find the energy. Nipa nye robot. Definitely there will be an end. Is it a time for the great man to achieve the ultimate, the 25? Yenshe Sejuk ebe take advantage. While Sinner Efim, Samsona Carlos and so and to me uncle. Let's see what happens then. Athletics, Diamond League. It looked like all competitions are gearing towards Morocco. Athletics Ebaso this weekend. A Diamond League. Kwesiada Ewa Rabat, Morocco. I say Ode Weni Eshebi. Yanka transfer gossip kakra Ewa Honum. Arsenal are demanding, it's alleged, said they are demanding not less than 20 million for Gabriel Jesus. Yes, they will offload him, but they need some good money. Arsenal are interested in England and Aston Villa international midfielder Morgan Rogers. Share how things will go out. Man City, I say, Elliot Anderson, 23 years, or war Nottingham Forest, they may pursue him. Anthony Gordon is in Barcelona to finalize the deal between Newcastle and Barcelona for the England international. Basketball, now it's at par, 3-3, and OKC, the defending champions, could not make it. Now, they lost 91 points to 118 to San Antonio Spurs. It is say after 6 games, a 3-3 apart. Let's see the next game, the ABC will take that one. Then, as you know, say Senegal and Tanzania and Eco so under 17 AFCON Ecoso Ewo Morocco. Aha, and this person in AC. Hope you will have a very wonderful weekend. Just stay tuned. This is the Dialogue Show on NETU Television. We'll be right back after this.
So 33 after 7 non so aba pounds mano aduasam ya sabraso se yekoye nim na yemfa sedan fama na asante ebo ase ode agokansi mu nsem no etimi abeto so no pe yenkoye breakfast calendar no so yenkoye se de calendar no so ete na ye fiada na onu ti ase ne fiada say no financial friday na yetena se disikasem nkomo na Christian don ko beba na fe yedi enkomo chartered accountant or economist and also so ye auditor obeba me yedi nkomo but before that no e nkomo ahodo ebedi e de amawo na fie dai 29th May the year 2026 and ka ho ye twa na makoma 29 days e was the month of May emu aka 2 days na ye the month of May so eko na wie ye 149 days and ye twa the year 2026 emu na 3,576 hours and ye twa aka 216 days and hodema afim na aka 5,184 hours ansana ye de afeno enso akọ na wie bosumi wo me bosumi etoso num e wa afeno aka bosumi nson ansana de afeno akọ na wie ye na wotwe edisi ene na wotwe toso nan e wo me bosumi no emu na na wotwe twa tokra e wo bosumi no emu edema ene so e de toso num e wo na wotwe toso enum no emu and it is the last day of the last week of the month of May na yetimi ehunu na yehwese de enema eko mame enkwa homa so na menura Daniel Adujemfi emonkomo na menura Daniel Adujemfi eye project manager at the disaster and emergency hub ye Kencity as a den hub at University of Mines and Technology at Watakwa Rajemfi anope me mwache
yeah mini amejo so
me pa chompombo kodie
yes adom
right anope ye ni sobra wanyama yense ye bonkomo na ye nkomo bono is based on ensu a ye beko ramu nsu tobre fa no say the raining season a ye beko ramu ye nwura mumpo ye wamanfo bi o my experience even the smaller part of it kra no a edikan aba baby nsu yidaba evidence wa pa na kaka ho ye bisa say mo a mo disaster management say ni say bibi say e ba mo hu manim say de e babu manim no eso chen de ye hunu yi
yo me da se bebre me chia wati efu nyina
right
bi me sanso me chia Vice Chancellor, the University of Mines and Technology, Professor Richard Amankwa.
Right.
Na me the chiakesi soma the 2 TV mpanyipo so mo afrem insano pay.
Right.
Say you can say sa disaster and emergency nsem dia na just say aka asem kese pa ewo oman mu ha sei. Asem kese pa ne say wo yemfa mu ha sei no yewo niema bia yedi sie ni subre bia ye ka disaster and emergency ho asem yewo bibia friend anticipate, prepare and respond.
Very well.
Sa niema miensa no na yede obeka se eno ni ye cardinal points ewo disaster and emergency muadeyo at se o hwewo ye man mu ha sei na ekamea ye se part a yetimi yahu bibi kakra ye response nemum say anticipate and prepare ni de eya na eho atochima kakra
right
no na empempi no eya na ehadwen say ye wo enidaso say emre bi bedura breach bi etimi esi ye part of the world no ye ka emergency a ya nanka ye de no besie nka ntise ebinum de baby for de no bo okra ubeda be sorry na snow atwa ofie hu ahia upie kra enyi but ye ha ne de disaster na emergency situation ni bo okra ebebo nka ye kra ansa na wahu se bibi se beba but ahosiesie ane ahoboa ye de ahia saad na mpempi na ema ye response no eho eba asem
right no mama sabiem say ye hwede a afi ya ye be komu no the rainy season a ensuo obaye tototo obehwe na ba bia yiyiri ebisa say do bi koto wo so we nadmu pani a omo wasudie say bia ansa kwanse ye de obekọ ho no unim the current trend of the country unim ba bia ensuo yiri a ehoba e wo se wo ye obi a fan say disaster management ne sa ne ma no wadom sokọ entisi e no koto wa policies and programs so etimi kebe sa de for unforeseen disaster bia e pese e ba
yo medas biem ye can't NADMO in fact, let me commend NADMO for what they've been doing over the years. NADMO has been doing fantastic. The probably in NADMO in a time when Miami Sebia said political most of the time it has to do with relief items and sometimes the political influence in but say MPP, you know, so becha, the teaching makakra wa say you have a lot of technocrats because the nipa omwen in the four ewo NADMO who say NADMO recruiting very high level people because when NADMO started soldier form penny for and a day sad NADMO this year money so the structures not put in place in a fantastic. But a brepo breno, say even though you have the technocrats and the experts there, amphibians, a political dispensation biaba. You want to ask yourself what is the caliber of persons right? You should share political party penimubia near Nakotu ano as director. Now the mandate as director no gives him certain authorities because nimdefona a woman a woman in atorinchim adwuma nkasa wontimi enye niema bi asabi wo director wo san ho anasa wontimi je bi wo abra ono onsan ase entibu okra obedru ba bi wo hu se bibia niema bi obi asisi adan wo ensuo kwa mu wo pese wokoka ho asema na wodi ho dwuma wo hwe NADMO dwumadie na omo adwuma directly the municipal assembly any the powers that be ase enti nipa ya na mo ya kotu nipa okura nsakese pa municipal assembly municipal assembly so MC so ya part peninu usi there na wa koka kire MC ono wa ma that the penny for hwe ha say bibi nkoso den ten sell ye not ukwa kutu anamo it you see that the not move no eba adwuma na nkasa dia I should say they are doing their best me and sometimes surprises me but I feel say there is more to it. And also, I'm having says a bia we political Ukraine point to what the answer she and who do make a juma. Right. That's yes, and what me I would do me. Very well. Mr. Duebeka say, on mine no and utilize and penphobia to say more and mudim komoi na munim how I bet me a boy a hobra say be a disaster and pobe bano na yetimi aji e de afri ho bra empo ebehu a ebehu ne kakra be o mining utilizing penphobia to say ana say just because of amanyosem nko an ye enti na ma ne ma yehunu yo me das bebre e ka utilization dia egumu ahodo utilization dia won say tabi yenmo ayewo academic and research background there say ye wo asudie say against now ka say this o mine ball pa ansa na watimi atu anamon bi say wo ye research enti your research will be in fact there are so many efforts that have been done by the academia or research will be your various studies on mapping mapping various disaster risk areas and only a day there were so many studies related to that one but the problem is how studies never out we are said the or minor yesi fa sansem one say adia ba ku bi ha me papa na afibia say Bagre Dam in the northern region ye ba be dam na ya announce na ye bie dam yi ye bia na nsuo ya ba be fan kokwa ayaa na ye po afidru bia na announce na nipa na sa brechie no bo no afidru ya na announce ye bebio the same effect over the year, and it's been decades.
Right.
The question is da ben na ye betimi adru baby afedie ye see ye bie sa adam no na ye so ye timi asua bibi e de sansuo na eba no ye so ye de be ye bibi
right
so and I say bridge ye ba e ball mo sa no o nimdie bia wo mo de ye omode ya omade ensem bebre na se kaswa die ya omobie yi
weja
die enye ade a ade foforo afi bia nsuo beto according to nsuo no drew a certain height, I think 48 drew certain height they are supposed to open it when now sometimes you want to ask yourself are there any intimate fa kwan bi so enye either a canal system or something to channel this water. How do we, in this age, want to look at it as something that cannot be planned? So a lot of questions are up for grabs.
Right.
But you sit down and you ask yourself, how do we plan as a people? How do we implement plans? And that is where the problem is.
Very well. Mira, mama na say as a political war na ye di ebu o man ni ho so ye ba economy we industrialization aspect ni ho we ni ho enti ye ba ni afutu afra na enfie na no aba besen na fe se beto abato ano so na atoato ano so ye ntonto ano so a ayesasa na tie mama na say ropa ye be konad mufu akache na omoso ye no madi nkomo ahwe nkomo bi akise ni wadu mama na asipa no pay.
Yo, Miss Medasifa, thanks for having me.
Very well. I'm saying, Penny, I'm in the bonko where Daniel Adujemfi. Now, where a project manager, a disaster and emergency hub, you train it as a dem hub, a University of Mines and Technology, Takwa, and I'm in a kudi and komo. Na a beba and cry hana for yaba bidin komo, kakra, na yen ned mumpeni fonso, etimi edi and komo. Nemum, mamina neme home, na for yem far. I can say entertainment Emra yes entertainment and so Emra ewo of fine na for entertainment na after I had this week na Friday yenji ni kakra entertainment ye ba na for ya ba try and come to say so me ba see in a minute CJ Winters takes on your TV with entertainment news. I will say a brass say an entertainment every was CJ Winters I crowd won the 2 television. CJ Akwawa.
Yeah.
Boko there.
My name Friday day, whatever it is, no.
Right.
I'm fine.
Very well.
Friday day.
Right. Right. Entertainment news no kakra wo ho lady ya film me sending some kakra ebinum comment about it in kaka ho and what I've heard they say no hereditary. I say hereditary, and I say, yeah, I'm the man papa was and my it the same. Na if we move by,
papa and
very sister. Well. So it happens like in the time no want to say Ghana we don't learn. Yarea akun o papa akun nua. So bra also so tears and what do you expect and what do you do?
Hey, Commodore Kasa, you are wrong because you did everything.
And okay. It is about the model Robin say this area I can't near my desa. But time up O'Brien and say papa you saw a Candia this sunny area who built himself Ghana is doing well. Say O'Brien say whoever or can't also dear now it is the same cycle na the papa form the same cycle na mama and as Uniana from one. Then you ask yourself say into my how do we prioritize our health system? Enti mo amu ya mo kasa mo ye bisa no na mo so mo de no tun bi na ye ka bi so ebe kaka minority for eka then you support the minority say yes you have an experience enti ne ekrofo ne kana ye o man ne ye ne nkwani mu o ya no bi o man pani ana so bi aba mu pani a o yare ya no no de ne kwa abriti ne akosa ne yare no aba enti wo ko ye no machines e do sa yare ne boy ye say ye ntimi e ma ma ye ntobi e ma doctor fo ntimi fa nyaduma when you go to Kodebu when you go to Konfanoche the doctors will tell you you don't have the equipment as also your health minister we don't have equipment but you want penny so these are some of the things I just want not about no person say e bia okọ mami continuous check up and maybe say yen can say apomodin hu hia we need to prioritize our health, our health system, and they say a wage was a caswa. Yes, see hospital, yes, you are. Children hospital, no, a basic layer, you, a good for the pencil, ye me a no keke, and my own concoya, never for the group if you are also in your Jumani. So it's that is where I was coming from. Not about
okay, Medasi. But I know personally, no, she did everything she could. Be or knowing who say it was something that ever lineage no into okoye de bia no na okokoshe say bia e bia ba ne system ni mu ana de bia okokoshe until say one time no she noticed say ampampa aba so after no what I heard was she continued going to the hospital there was so ye bia no oye
so so it is going to reoccur.
Oh, they not necessarily say be a name bad.
So far as ne papa e koye with it and I say ne bra ne sister and so koye so how are you sure say
we are hoping say it wouldn't happen
so
like that.
That is how as a country it's that bad because we dey abusi ayare did that ben ye ben dey abusi ayare but then for entertainment rituals the brano any home understand
Matia
ye ba and come out do so e wo ho.
Okay, may I say ebusia for at the Papa Bia Santi Bio and yes and so Ababishia on the dialogue on the 2 television. CJ Winters enemy day. Okay. Ne motweno ho ne chanyele kakiba hisiga yole no fear no kunisa kamakeba mo nyanto makwea beno. So let's move straight into it. Now my first story no Chetawale and Stone Boy omo rivalry no ebe ende dabe ebe na ede brain asobay the industry no so no is it helping say omore concern na so munya misunderstanding nessa na ede na ede beba and ede na media ba well so endo bebe kan wa hanum say Shatawale Eriko you know UK ekwa ne Shatta Fest no honiama akwakoye tour media tour ni ade so that everything will be fine. Okay. Okono so no or the private jet and the call you. We all saw it on the screens. Now Shatawale is back in the news talking about no ankasa in a face so Stone Boy, omo rivalry a warm and what it is causing the industry. So let's go have the video.
You know, I was telling Bola a while ago that, you know, it's just that people don't understand when I take decisions, you know, but I don't have any problem with any artist, you know. Stoneboy is like a brother to me, same as Sarkodie. I've had issues with Sarkodie and now we're talking. I'm even going to London, he's waiting for me, you know. So all of them are my brothers. I feel it's the, you know, education around what we are doing. And I believe I have a changed mindset because I want to build. You know, so if he also wants to build, he should come together and we build, you know. Too much of the rivalry, too much of tension, people feeling like they're not safe because it doesn't make this thing healthy, you understand? So I believe if he has this change of mindset, we can sit down and boil. You know, once upon a time, it should be me, Sarkodie, Stoneboy, a medical in a jet flying to go and do a show. It shouldn't be only me. Yeah. Yeah. Peace out, Charlie. Thank you. All the best. You know, I was telling Bola a while ago that, you know, it's just that people don't understand when I take decisions, you know, but I don't have any problem with any artist, you know.
Okay, so Shatawale asema okay, na say ati yo enti no say see no there he's ready to build. Enti say Stoneboy so is ready to build there. Na Stoneboy so fa ne rivalry in some MY industry no emma nkofo efile say omo fans and the industry as a whole ne kwampo no enye safe because say be a me a shatter fan that's a minia a stone boy fan na me stone boy fan na minia a shatter fan na you know sanya mane nyina idea emwa enti no dey o hesanka sesi ana omo nyina omo nyini they have gone you know certain things are omo fa sere nyama nyina nto nche na omo nhwe na omo nya dia ebetumi aboa o mangana and na face no ewiase nyina as a whole and I believe that this is a good call. And he wishes that one day, he will be on the private jet with Stone Boy, with Medical and Sarkodie to go out there for a big show to put Ghana on the map. I think that this is something sweet, but Papa no Bako no, we don't know what about him. So you know how it will go. Okay, now Elusia, Mokai Nana Pia Mensa. Number one, then Kai Ghana for you because Papa said we ever amanfo pii na ehwere won kwa you know a lot of things and the AC e call so abra number one semsem no e buy no na bullet extreme the likes of Shatawale Moa or signing omo app say oh me ne omo be ye adwuma na de ade nyina no say na akwa no dream pa but you know you're not gonna hear it from me. Let's go on our screens and watch.
When you're fair to you, I'm creating impressions.
Bro, listen. Industry no, yeah, so wicked, so evil to the sense and one. You don't know anything about musical. Only anything about music and Grofos can watch it. Bro, listen. Only anything about music. One make it car. And you want people to trust you. Say, a human eye, yes, and I was inside celebrities, was inside artists. And I said, I'll be on the showcase also. If this artist or Papa will label, so I can go and save money. I broach home. Uncle artists be or G's count and they will take the money, they will go and give the money back. Because you sue artists, no, and they deceive Ghanaians, no.
Including Shatter Stone.
Of course, I approach they will give back that money. Are you Tama? Are you free? My friend is Gaddafi. Artists be a kobo show man. Be the scanner. My back to charities. My back because you sue artists na. My microphone trusting. And yes, Anka a label papa. Anka me artist. Me see a label. Ka over crab be whom say oh bullet. Say na wa artist aba can say say but bibi one ma yen trase na yenka but behind me ya na as obesa o di artist na artist ni free man no asa be trust an kwasi asem na gu
when you fair to you I'm creating impressions be say
bro listen
that's somebody I think that it's forever going to be and live with us. And then you be can asem dey into no you soon na dwen na ode dia no why mo dey mo nko sa no pay maka mo ya wo ho mo nko se den a bibia be kama one day na ebusiafo esam fufu mu no na Esther Smith enyumtuni Esther Smith ne ex-husband Reverend Ahenka Bonsu Nensem Sembia Ebaye during the weekend. I know, but I think last week no na this week na air trendy. Ni na ni say na amount for eka so yes ye mama Esther Smith pa ne said ya wote pa na on se emfata say sebi on se emfata say papa yi ebeye ni kunu na wo mu hwemu kra na for girls na Reverend ede ye mama Esther Smith na na papa yin so eri ne ho ano no say Esther Smith and then our baby Esther Smith will be any time on no. She was, you know, a normal person you know, sanka enya de obewa no. Nti no oyenti ase and odo obu ene ma omobeware nti ene na se bibi esia. It's not about say oba be ka say or the for girls na ye no na sanka or the for girls ene Esther Smith akasa for girls no ko de be na ba na moa. Hey, Bas maniga. So the for girls ene Esther Smith ko the for girls ne be na ba na moa na busia mo hwe na ba na moa so aba be reply papa ya semo a okan no na I didn't go for. I was also exa producer the better so amount so that you see. Oko exa na naba akakore to it about assemia the video send a video no wo no mom ne pictures what so na or change or send it there's someone me want to make say that oh yeah or change no means me but change the no apa yes su a be aha e London aha change no and also between him and the interviewer I don't know who has more issues hey and some will chrome her abusafo and some will chrome her. Like I said, your more coming in our crown, and he cry any time say, on Mecca be cry at his side because on also your beer, maybe. Nanka your no nanko mudi will be to tone or side, sank any day. And in on can say be a wabba bony dear can be saying to no baba so also. So to her, no. As I say, she move your patch say it doesn't make any sense. But one can directly, sir. Me more. Like I say, it doesn't really make any sense. And moving away from that, did you know, say, Sister Ifia, or related to Duncan Williams, Anna? Did you know? You didn't. Oh, really? Okay, so let's go on our screens and listen up.
Because do you know why? This is interesting conversation. People say, Sister Fia, eba fufrono. Now, I say, gospel, me pay me one send me a day. After who ya is at Tiafa, so say na Apostle Bishop Duncan Williams and a man what is this? I wouldn't now. Is it
no. It's like my family is. How do I even say it? Omo donyame krifi I'm sorry the attitude what's my sister they didn't expect maybe I'll be like a secular artist. They expected me to be more of a gospel
because
artist.
When you broke into the scene you came with that demeanor that the place as a potential gospel artist be a force convert you will be any other Has Bishop Duncan Williams ever called you on some song
No, everybody's doing this thing. Daniel too is doing this stuff.
The Rose.
Now how much more mean?
But I didn't know what the SCA say you are part of the Duncan Williams family.
Listen,
I say you don't.
I just don't like to talk about it that much.
Because
okay, now Nigerian singer AI's Prince. Oh, cool. Tell me something where I know they do. Hey, and I say. Okay, Abranti your boy. And okay, maybe sa obi no more. When you ska kakra, but it will be sa omu say, okay, ska we amenya no. Me rente obi fi na meti me rente. Na ejuma amaye no, sika kakra ba me nsem. Me first ska na nkoto car, se de be ye na me rekwa ejuma. You know, e ho be ye me simple anase me fa nkoto asase. And people now like Ebisa Sansem Seminole. But you know what? Ice Springs had an example, and let's go listen.
Man, one of the worst mistakes I ever made.
I know, so from sleeping on the ground, pretty much, you look at you. The next thing, you don't hear about having sex.
I go buy belly.
When the child first makes money, you go use that chop a cara.
I mess up. And I don't go forget. I can't even forget. I can never forget this story that Need to See was one of the people that hated that Bentley so much. Like, Need to See called me one time, face to face, so he was telling me how angry he was at me. Like, Neto is one of my big homies that he tells me the truth about everything and anything. Neto See, they look me, they smile. Like, Neto spanks me when he thinks I'm going left field. So Neto was one of those people that was very, very upset with me. At the time, Dan Kwambo, who was the former governor of Gombe State, was like my OG. Was like one of those OGs that I go to, I talk to as well. Dan Kwambo actually stopped talking to me because of that Bentley. So that Bentley,
a lot of noise.
Yeah, it ruined a lot of relationships for me. Dan Kwambo literally, in fact, till today, my relationship with Dan Kwambo is not the same because of that Bentley. Man, one of the worst mistakes I ever made.
I know, so from sleeping.
Okay, so this ends my stories on the Dialogue Kanopari as entertainment. Now, Lastly, let me do this birthday wish. So this one is coming from Sister Joa inside Adenta New Site. Oweshi Dora, our nurse, Ewo Kolebu Hospital. Happy blessed birthday. Nakupo Insha Pa Dora, beautiful Dora. Nakupo Insha Pa, or your nurse ni Ewo Kolebu Honomono. Nakupo Insha no nyo kese. Wakoma so adini na no. Nakupo enye famao. And you know, Sister Joa loves you so much, and everybody here too. We all love you and wishing you a bigger one on your day. Now, lastly, Colin, Ochina the 30th of May. Ochina is Saturday. Where would you be tomorrow? Okay, so myself, no, about 9:30 a.m. no, na me Medina Zura Court. Medina Zura Court. Ena Ochina Nyankopon ya doma me wo. Now the top 4 FIBA game 2026 no is coming up. Giddy pa by the OGs, and since Eba no, we have the Medina OG, we have OEB Eagles, we have the Mambas, Toronto Vikings, traditional hoopers and all that. Oh my gosh, come tomorrow, let's wine and dine. Let's play games, let's socialize, let's connect and do all what we can do tomorrow. Medina Zura Court, 9:30 a.m. Oh, not so. There are a lot of interesting and surprising things that ABC Ochina, so do not have any reason to take yourself out from me. We all will be there tomorrow, and I hope to see you there tomorrow as well. CJ Winter sending me Dean. Let me end it here and then hand it over to Commodore na audio matwa. So love you guys so much and do enjoy your weekends.
Chabusha, it's 6 after 8. No, what train about Power Simano in Sia. Na I am fast dama CJ Winter saw the entertainment news kakra honso etimi abre ewie ewojimadi eso na no pay na ye hwem komobo bia efa enche ye kwakura June mu yenwura June mu pa e wo May mu ono ya experience a very heavy downpours kakra ene nam so ma ensu akakra no ebobo na fe edi nsu kakra eba yebaya se ene nadmum panefo bedi nkomo na ya hwe sede ehye ne niema etie ene anopei mamenkwa ahomaso na menimira Dennis Ajano Nate emonkomo na mira Ajano Nate Greater Accra Regional Director at National Disaster Management Organization Trinity as Nadbo AD enkomo mira mamemo achi anopei
mejoso
me ba chompo mboko die
jamiado right
ya da se to safra wona yedi enkomo enanopei no amoye nsentrofo nhyiamu na nsentrofo nhyiamu amoye ye no ene the minister a dear protein partner now ode to mine ni mwadaro
amedasi anopei enra nsentrofo jumedia yedi yen ye peseti mamufo eti awobehwa insure start insure no yen do main season improve into ye hu say yenya issues kakra with flooding. Most of these issues are man-made. And you know, it's a started to memo for cocoa. Send a bear, obi or wabia, and a baby or Uber home buying. If you say you shouldn't be a fin about better. Now, it shouldn't be true, at least Obia Beko Nejuma or Nejuma Odino, let's come back to it. And then, no, awareness creation, and then how prepared the regional capital is in terms of this disaster that we usually experience every year.
Right. And when you near train saying you made mention of how prepared you are. My young be the not more organization or how prepared are you in an opaya a tier for what me and one more share one a bit me who say we need the my any at rental more unforeseen say bit me at all mine.
Okay, but that's it. You were Jumedia AD, you were never mentioned in terms of disaster risk management.
Okay.
You were preparedness stage, your response, and then we have the recovering state. And you know, at this time, no, my friend say, yeah, response, but preparation, they started preparations way back December, January. December, January. If we say, Ghana Meteorological Authority, NAA Juma, and Omoma Yetia say, I feel insuno a better due to climate changes. Ghana had no rainy season, May, June, July. And I can say June, July. And I say it's your top. But this year, no, we are seeing such a man, be brave assistant. And you know, I'm a boy and cocoa say, it's your new best shot. And we started in preparational activities very early. And the preparational activities near then, in terms of flooding, out of the 29 MMDAs, we identified 16 of them as flood prone. Accra. Right. And you know, this 16, you started a bomb where near friend is a community engagement. You call making sure say, as for you know, at Remshem and Bokai, but you say you prepare and say, and you know, in preparation, you know, you pay baby a higher grounds in terms say be in sure Bane community. No, you share baby a also kakra at least you say insurance mean bow. So in case it happens, if it doesn't happen, so I am prepared because the main motive is to prevent it. And the I'm preventing so I better the insurance bar will do evacuation. And the evacuation so yeah the time she's saying now more. It is almost be evacuation and the other thing is to do dredging. Ensure choir AC baby and for due to human activity. And now you start to say demolition exercises. Right. Baby Nina is to pave way for effective flow of flood water. And she said we now the two dredging our major 16 flood prone areas. Yeah, boy. Right. Yeah, she's saying now the two. And yeah, one more. If we say yes, the decant catch and say you better didn't do. It is your net or no. Your boy who buying send a baby phobia anywhere or better. Right. Can we have a national dialogue on issues far in so say ebia baby nsuo yirifa say yenye bibi ne converting nsuo no yirifa ha ni nyina na nsuo no nko baby yemfanye bibi abeboa to the benefit of the country. Can we have a certain dialogue bia ebetimi amia sade no? I think you are right because utu kwankwa amanania amowo baby a nsuo eba nyina amowo dams amowo retention centers amaya Ghana ha. I'm sure we have failed in a way in our planning scheme because so we share and then the share we just dam here ye am designing dam ni him say every about dam ni bit me ayema na yema ye bebie eti amu buffer zones in case ye bie dam na nsuo ni be den e bit na ho kakra ansa na be ko apuni and so then ye go for sisi dan along all those places. And the baby and you going and say buffer zone. That's why I'm saying that we have failed in our planning. But now advice out by BBI Works and Housing Ministry, only other agencies be doing home to convert some of these places into retention centers. Insurance to be say now, be retaining Kakra. Usually Ramsar sites, in a wetland in places I can say. And also adding up to retain the water, but we have depleted all those places. We should they say a greater requirement, you were very low land. A paper vegetation, so those times is your talk, a holding kaka, you sit down or until you show topper, it will increase the volume of water over here.
Right.
And that is the effect of the flooding they're experiencing so far. I'm sure say in 24 being suited.
Right.
Ghana we works and housing ministry this time which I know.
Right. So we would you day and I free season anymore. Mukita report to be and I'm report the ma buying as a bright call season be to say this is what we've seen. When the yen I'm provide a possible solution they are talking say I will say yes I did.
Exactly. As at Remshem Bia is see what Ghana Hano. Your one report.
Right.
So 3 years ago we had the Akufo-addo Dam spillage. There was a committee to look at it. And then they put in recommendations in Yama. But unfortunately, my problems there. Not on behalf of leadership, but even Timamu for
right.
Sit closer to places I assume moving.
It's so very unfortunate. Mashemira Dennis Ejano Nati Ewo Ahomaso na ono a Greater Accra Regional Director at the National Disaster Management Organization Trinity as NADMO. Na many new dim common or young common will be a need dim common conwa na ehumbe here. So we'll see this and common a boy almost a home boy preparations at the end now minor you bet me a year day in and day out. A Fibian or can say and you're a mining pon as a report by Tom Montiano almost so much sample temu on one. They hear say a reaction say a airball. Nay, we have free say, so top them by a ma, Yahoo, we hear more. And to brand so top brand abakwa na a fee from one war ama baby I day no. I was say ye got as a hand so try the tefa hand say. Until I say a trim ye but to bear na ya bebo yes say or any abebo BBS or bani I say at the sipo. I don't the day in so bar in so quite the insinu said them penny for can ye sin so quite. It is also so quite on no abe baby or befa. It is a command son or cast baby a timmy stole so in my be a breeding and potem ho. I want to say ye sit die ho. Why I said ye no hey a dear no and penny force it if ye be na kubobi. And I bobi na kuwie bi ade bi obube ye bi o mo obi eno ntiro no nyafo Kennedy o hene Agyapong si fi de dwuma yi anaso o si adwuma yi a ye no bia be ya ye de boda wura ye hwe kwan pe betini afaso de aboso sanso na wosusu de bi a o ye de ade papa be ba no ebebo obi natimi akoda de sawo nyankopon design ni wiase edi se bibi sa ba ni ahwese hwan asede ene so hweye a wanye edi se o hwe wasede na wo ya edi susu so papa ebebo hwe wasede anya na de how ebre o man no ene timamfo nyina this is some komo a ye die ene de hwe ba wo a wo be nsuo ho wa nsuo wo area about to koto asase na nsuo ho a mento mi say I think that there misro ba ko mi wiase nsuo enso mi koto asase na asase na mi koto nsuo ho a mento no matter what the cases mento so as I say because me nsuo pa enso kra da ho a ye no rekwam no me kofa ho a misro mi nim say bia enso na de me call me first one na me ba ye no dia so that is how it's supposed to be. Mira ajano nati na mino edi nkomo yemra fidie mu harafi yemra na obokrata mo boso the major news making headlines in the various newspapers ko wakrata mo boso no yemfa emro sabatary afi ewa sab mache
nya
boko de
nya adom boko na so
yeso adome ho ye pa ene fiada fiada oboja ye tem say ye boni eja ene so me fa no say minimum kwade mbisa okra hu nti se me sewa ekunu oye medai
o sewa kunu enu de mini
aha se me kai abuza fo me kai nti ma hura onu so onu
onya papa ana se abefa ne se o papa abefa ne da
se me sewa no ye be man kai me papa
so senka na me ka se o sewa yakọ obai papa ni aba
nti
o sewa nti me kunu dia ana ya konta
akunta uni aba ya no ka sa anyu no And you say omo mo fie no ebetimi actually directly who that person to mean.
Okay.
Say meswa kunu
Ayo
right on the form and ewo kwawu asaka kwawu asaka from wase enti mi fi hai medimani echimu ewo kwawu asaka miam papa nua eba na ne kunu eda form a it's supposed to be say ye nyina ye kona fe ye koboa me nuanom na omo ewo ho because me so papa film no omo baaye ebeboaye e ma ye kopɛ krabre na nu ye so ne mrantie no a ye wa abusie no sente wo say BBC a ye den ye kona
eno
papa egu akwa so e ba ko omo aka no akoye mpanifo ene nkwakra no so ati ase enti omo de na asa na ye se ba ye dim ni ebegina na so na ye bodwuma
eno
ntine wo se ko me de me ho anka wo se nka ba ukuda no kwa na me ko ba me de me ho nte se ye
adwuma yes now
na me ko enti sa na akoye ye hwe na bokata na boba kakra om de gu approve so ama ye hunu ye hwe bi ene nsem minim se kan so tobre ne na mofo de ababa mu
okay kwame me shase won the bokata ni media na me the chronicle and a shase no pay enim habana headlines no his gold fuels to invest $20 million in Pristia Bogoso economy. Sisi ano ye be kan say menka say Bogoso for matter asem dem ana say omaye dem because
sometimes ye be kan say when you go to a Newmont me fan say jama as a Newmont for na basically as a omo gold a omo tuo no sometimes omo ye the community responsibility ko ba be say baby ebi wo wa abremu a oba no makosi bibi na ya tro ho be a benefit of Newmont na bisa but the other areas na you to go do omo kromu no ye be kan say ya on paper eye fe the community liaison officer whoever may be no be ye nyina ye be yesi ama ono kwhye ho na sika no onya bidi a na ne we free the man for na wo say yempuntudwuma e de bo no enti abena na ye ka say ye benye gold adwuma ewo baabi a gold no ewo no vicinity ho na community na ewo no a ye wie ne saa na ye jana saa krofo no ebre ekwan a omunya bi school papa omunya bi hospital omunya bi na for mo say su egu aban so bada ban so je royalties ewo de omutu na yese ko munya ho emfaso no omunya on paper say de wo kan ye be kan fefefe de omati asem de no within few years ahead of us ye ba be kan say Bogoso man esu so munya mputudwuma
and then okay pa Kwame Bakuso made to us so extortion at Techie SHS parents forced to pay 4K unapproved fees. Say free SHS no some pay. Free SHS impero hoi empono muchia yesi parents into 4,000 Ghana cedis nanka free SHS ni ho de anka he na Kwame ka mbeti.
Right.
We de ya na pay. Kwame mama fa daily guide ento so daily guide enim habana headline growing public distrust in political leadership threat to democracy and where do so one you my year na say o matima mufo no enyi wunni a I say yes e twa 11 mu ka yetiti ha ya Sunday yes momo to bank and banking to momo 0.75% levy san ba beto so nti when na ka ho bi se na be ya yenya gidie wo government ebeba mu when na ka ho so atwa levy mu e ba ne se na asan kofa foforo san de ba be hye ye kon levy wetwem once akofa D levy aba na ze ni na nye levy na ye koyenim na nti we dey mo na mo ye na mo maye timamufo no timi trust mo politicians
we enye them ye omo wie school se benye automatic posting na ye wie automatic posting na be bibi ye fa na ye se akape the employment kwan ya fa so recruit nkwada no ya kate afi wo yesu jani ana so person ko soja person ko police na wakwa wie ni aka cho so wabodam because one wi amwadwe ya bodam tinya de be fa oni aka sa so when it comes like that yes sir timamfo ne nya gidie e
yeah
aban ni
and okay kwame bako so amede ewie wo daily guide mu okopie mu e wo Cambodia meaning so ati enra Wednesday ya ena yakofa tima Ghana for efi South Africa e ba ya say xenophobic attack say Cambodia for so say Ghana for more Cambodia any other countries so no so mu hia mo hobi
okay
into mo so mo ya no mo park mo ne ma no mo come back to mo country
so you ask yourself so mo wonko omo ma omo wa other countries so
of course
so
of course
so we said the obedi kind say we be call nkrofo nyina so mo mra because also
South Africa for I say ya call you so mo mra na
so that is the reason why ya sometimes there can say you international lawyers e wo ho a omo to omamu a ye boni din a so what I say your chief justice e wo maimu your the minister of the attorney general office wo your penifo your aman your UN for e wo hontu bisa sa de mu aye koso nyinaa na so moto ahwedin ama ne Ghana fo akofa omoma aba ye bosi amom KFC no nyinaa mo mu di ne ka ko bisa sa djuma be na obe ye omaimu ye ti adwuma kra ye kasa esu e wo ye nyuma ho ne akofa sa akrofo na ba meanwhile bi ho wo no wo ye na djuma akra wo ye investment kakra e wo ho enti wa ba no obe ye den e wo ha enti na international lawyers na ye di ana international communities na ye di enti South Africa omona musi ni eni ha anjo betimi aka bibi di akere sa oman no mpanifo no omo ye se omo sori masojafo mra de omo ye ho no
yeah Call me, man, for daily graphic and so no pay. Me the daily graphic to us dear. Banner headline no flash hits again. Ukopie mu e wo wage abawe any important hono ma. We say na say no mu bie wage adam no. Yes, omu bie ya no. Already na so atokra ma manfo hu omu ho no dada. Na mo sin so na toy no so ka ho bi. Na wo so mu bie dam no man no so e wo mu no so besen. E na no so san akwa yiri afa manfo wo ho. Na sisi ade kwa me asemba kwa aba no sisi e say wabo kiosk, wabo container bi asi baby a nsuo woni nti se nsuo ne to na se enya ne kwan fa na se kiosk asisi ho a start ne tutu kiosk ne kokko baby fufuro fasi because you see at the rounds na ye ba be konis you see afiwe from Nekosi June July nso e betono enye nsu ketwa enti se wo dan ana se wo kiosk wo container bi asi baby a wase nsuo to na se tene fa na se gusu si ho de a ene start ne tutu na nyesa na be pie ho de na de force ye tu so force a enkwaka se na baby a wote na ya betu afu ho na se a woni baby a woda saso na waye ya ka che na admofo se nso na e betono de e beto de den pants and a life jacket ne mattresses any duvet ne sa ne mana mo chiche ma mo aya mo kwa hohihie mo na mo mpe bebre ngu ho because afraid ye enso na no ba be ye den pa and no daily graphic katafa eto so animu ko si katafa eto so miensa unya daily graphic the bokrata ne bia ubehu ensem we nyina e wo ho kwa me de the Ghanaian Times ewie e wo me de bokrata ni mu so uko enim hase no President Mahama calls private sector to drive growth and na ye banner headline no kwame ba kwa me fa wa haye clear structures blocking waterways minister orders MMDAs and na medical aboso e wo daily graphic no asan apie wa ha 6 arrested over murder of 45-year-old man at Jura Ampansie illegal mining in some year yes papa yekra 45 years o abusia penny o ene say emranti a wo ho mu to go di akwakoto papa yi to em say akasakasa esi ye ene makwakobo papa ni to e wo ne kokumu asabre police for akwakofa body no e di akwakoshe mochira omo so omo ye mu enhwehwemu na omo abranti a wo to sa to no sabre de wodwane a police for eye hwehwemu so mo nsa ebeka no camera me fa me nkata ni si I'm say umrenti
right mama na asem na ensuo na etototo ne ho nsem de ya na ya asem ko ye o man bi a ke betime bibia mansuo na akofa underground entinka eto begu asase na se a ebe fase na ba bi ese kogu na kogu se ba bi a ye drainage system bi kese a ye de be irrigation a ye de be afuo ama manfo oh Charlie
ya asem ka so wo ka mo be ka ma de achi
kwa me nkroma Ghana pa ni mama mra na afi mama na me ho na ye de asedama sabata awie so de na obokrata na maye awie no na meba na afi me na Christian Donko abedi enkomo oyo hene oye accountant oye a chartered accountant per se afei nso kra no osanso ye auditor and oye economist edru fie da sen ya edi nkomo bi efre se financial friday baabi o man sika wurawura anko baabi a e wo se etimi eye nka se sika bi ebenya bi abonsu a efa manfo ne nsu yire eba no ho bra na etimi bi papa enso so omanfo e de akogu here eno bi ne eba bedi hu nkomo ene aropai. Mame Mao achi ensamu akwa babiem dialogue show so eni two television. Absamidi ede kwame abu akuda nkwamo obecha from Air Commodore, your host with the most and your moderator. Na ya shedwumadi na se fiti se no nso boye na yigusom pempenso yi ekosi se nonwotwe abapa wosima na duasa ba ko. Be ya adui eyebre wo se ye intellectual discussion ebre wo na nanado Christian Donko a chartered accountant or a economist and or a auditor. A bribia do feeder say a near bedding como and come for a sick assembly to a more a month for a short change a sick to sad than quanta akofo bini a doom company a pension so says the cano and the bebre. Ye better near who but near can simply say or mine sika yen channel for the proper ways in tea. Any who flood in the say coso. See who near be a air call mine more and for baby papa and for embrace. And no one ever be the encomo. Nana aqua.
Yo, I know permission also.
Me patron pombo.
I hold your mere deal as usual. Or down for me, Jafo. That's right. Jama for a chow. Yeah. Me Falcon was in a mean Sister Monica. That's right. One of your biggest fan. I mean, that's the channel. I know probably at all. Right. Okay. Now. we you mean for going to Jakakra. Me boss bako. So was of course I am the client.
Okay.
And me sansu the director because who me no pay myself.
Right.
Inti I as a consultant.
Okay.
The junabi or I am a director also me direct near the idea. Na women who share the personally, but me born a body
right.
Yes, Lebani footballer in Aki Williams.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm not school can see be raw, you know, well, other businesses be brave. And I think it's a honorable can introduce women through Safo.
That's right.
Na me call an audit to be man to be a pen and any gem. And I've been with him for some time, Kakrapa. Now, unfortunately, Nemami Ewa, a year and a year, also for Dabi, if you are, and your neighboring mamma, not yes, you know, and my condolences to Felicina no Wusu, and on a wife for so comfort, Madame Comforting Chua, and ne ma. Inaki Williams, Nico Williams, I'm on another dahon. Unfortunately, because of the World Cup, they couldn't come. And show some fat split in entire Chinia Mamma and quite why condolences to you. And yet, champion may come be same Yana make I say, oh, mother. Will be 200 years no film right because we nipa no a papa mu and no matter how we so this your film yana
na me ma bayo a me ne di nkomo sabate na bisa se ajabusua no ene abusua tenten no mu niema ne bi wo ho a wo ho nso yenim na me ka chen se mimiti ho yi am to ye free happy mani kire kwawu asaka
okay
asaka from wase na me ko na mesewa ekunu
okay
na oda form a na misas na so ekunu kra be friend say
sa ni manu sa ni bi ya be se eni etu
sa ama ya content so kula ko ni na no ha wa say me papa efi mu no ne ma me so anu ayem me so ane ne ma nyina ba de say no so papa efi mu a say yedi nkujam say kuja na afi wa so okoko na uhunu sampa okana ho ntimi fi hape es me ne chire
so oni chewo yo mi azu mi fi hape straight to na
ani papa mu ase
ani ase oni ape
ya me say and the permanent Takwa School of Mines
okay
University of Mines and Technology omo mpaniphobia omo hwe disaster management so edi nkomo ena masane nadmu for omo so won kran edi nkomo na omo mienu nyina no ka adekoro bi a o se disaster beba you be a friend say response e wo ho o my Ghana ya ade wo response ni chain preparation no a e wo se ye towards sa response na enka yetimi ye preparation no a ena disaster na drum kakasankan de enka asi na for your response ni nyina na ye say ye betwen ya made na si ade na si awie na afi na na ye kɔ ho na ya kɔ ese afi de kɔ physical to baabi meanwhile so no na nke betimi ni sika na da baabi no a response na sie no ebetimi abaya preparation ato ho kora senkade we kura ends because ye di kan nya sika ye de bekosi ano but ne sika no ye di amanasa enti ade na si awie na afi de kɔ physical bi firi baabi e de abese akɔ akɔhye ho enti se ye bɛboaboa ho eni ho ebia ne nsu a etwim efa manfo yi yetenas din a eyisikasem ade se de ye bon sawa wo ayi aso se yisikasem sika ne betimi ama yetimi di aye sa nhye se yenya de we nto ho yenyi covet we nto ha yenyi we nto ni nyina yisika contractor ko obegina ho aka eyisika sisika no wo aye ntimi fa nye de ye na ne giso manfo yetimamfo ko ahohiahia ti se yi
iyo medasi I think say eno angasa eno ayina na wakan when you am I clear? So what I said, look, I've said this time without number. Say, Mami Chiro, or my always say, President no per se, nipa hutonwa, and as to me a lot of things. Edema timemufua. Ni may depend a kwanya ubebo consolidated fund, you know, ubebo hubai.
Right.
And now I settle parameters right. Priorities are say we are my father say it will not to the benefit of ordinary person.
Right.
Well, into what transi now I dream say sikaya abe when we take it because I say it's not enough. But I can do a lot.
Right.
So what I say, hey, I said this some time ago and I still can say champion. Akufo-addo one a kwanya of fast wa utumi ya niema bebre. So what I say, aye fapem pa bia otofa consolidated fund. What I say, yes what to fapem say dey what to be to say what to all our family send me a bed. I'm telling you
what to fapem no be as I say one yet be after one set foundation no
and I say what blocking from not entering says what block by so and to be honest not yet easy to break through the jackpot when the Akufo-Addo was living. I'm telling you say if a power or dinner or they are to consolidated fund no one in can never be in going to me
right.
What I say and then it's very difficult so Mami Chow minka say 100% ebia Akufo-Addo time no obi ammo Ghana krono minka say 100% so that but we are there as if mensa we be mensa for the kakra wo but by and large no so what I say who assess ya utumo say no say papa we here any a year protection the mark so didn't come to me because nyama papa we here you know to be honest sometimes what now can be say enti onye sika na wo he no dey so we na say or set the priorities no nyama be ne huhia I will feel say a benefit ordinary person.
That's right.
You are hitting jackpot, and you should be proactive. To say send your can.
If you fail to plan, you plan to.
You plan to fail. Oh, and you should be proactive. Right. Send your can not move for yes, you okay. Second beyond the warning signs or say one year beginning. One say the young pardon times and seasons. You to me will be able to say. You see, tell me how shall what that prediction to make a choice at this moment. So a better say this is equally as in ato ya you equally as in kitwa
mo say fe na ya
say ni kitwa
ya peak so say day and day I will say June July and so to
yes
so na chan kakra na to sa ho so na mansu yiri do no eba
enti me ya peak period na o ka se so ye mu ho enti ase we no kwa ya kitwa mo
enti we say na say ade ya galam say ya ka say ye tuo no ye tu asensem ke etimi sa garam say yare no free ho en kan so we ya ato ani de nan ka ebe hohoro sa garam say niam o ma yin
be say en kan so ni na beti ni na beti
so ni na because
na every day you tu you say so to kwa na video bi am you so to na man for dem etutu o just and it is very difficult but you see the fire by me na say as a government you should be very proactive.
Okay.
Proactive in the sense that when you are married, problems are your
right.
And in never do one more, Ubo Madi Pesica, near to me, and be protective in Abba.
Right.
And he said, Time will do so, and I say, take it and unaware to say, so you are more brothers, you say, already, you put you and your mind in place.
Right.
But here is some years of Nazi and Canton, also use a one nipa, but it's also use a manisika.
That's right.
We take the family culture because with money, everything.
Right. Because what is nipa na bakra bebo we say na obedidi
yes
mpanifo se ukosie wo maame na se uti anwa so afabra na ede na oba obedidi
yes but what do you see ana na o kan and say it say yentumi amfa sa anyam yen embu kwan mu ene nsu ato na every family look me who die bi afa na me ankasa me do afra me e second na me ko so what is here but you see me na lack of priority
right
which I say yes set things right then we will say this time and again we'll continue to do it
ntafi bia na akan
you to me aka champion if you look at the kind of corruption ekoswa better na buy when you sika na to me there champion me catch you abuy say utumi to fapun what to a year consolidated for now protect it now the right things say ka buy
mo abeto no
buy ananka why proactive and yet we need sika question ewo ahai you daughters
that's right
and so boy yes first naka Friday wa ho and I need your shaban ne intervention wa o tu e bia o ye yenti hwe anya somebody about
that's right
what you say why but at this point obi to me sika one at me the corner office
right
Sami Jensi office we akoto flat screen baako 800,000 Ghana cedi 8 billion really jaho bi ko do please minimum high sense office me kwa the same TV abohono na akoso 30,000 ni ya jaje 8 billion
right
look the same thing
then so unify
then so unify amavo a kitchen cabinet see how important Sami Jensi office kitchen cabinet how important Emma Obia or secret ha that also go say obetuna to bibi no bibi champion liba bro
kitchen cabinet kwa nye ni fie die o die esi no office
I think I imagine ni fie die I don't see over 800,000 Ghana cedi what you say furnishing room keke we are master double a contract 11 million Ghana cedi
right
na sense ka we ti antumi yi odo riba ni baby a Islam area hwe tell America say champion hwe ewiase ye woro ho say upa Islam area mujaze na ukotie nipa na wo say champion obi wo ho a anya ni pese o de ti baby na otem
that's right
anya ni ho
na wa hwe contractor for ko mu yi kwan obi a de kwan sika mawo ya ma contract hwe contractor gata wo benye chese twetwetwe kitwa be dada de uti contractor ntimi enforce say baby a bi kwan afai yesusan kwan na me yi di amano ye wo June July ensu tododo enti kwa inu gata no kwa mimiem kakra wo de hwe baby yi ya kwan bia gata ye to be say
champion so say mu jam ya odita
that's right
try contractor nankasa no me sa first no nanka to be bia na me de my attention see contractors no say amuna wo should do work
that's right
until say me angasa me approve me position auditor na me na me go deep into I'm encounter with some of the contractors so what I say na questions say bisa on ebinumo kan okra sometimes na nim ebibia na eto na me ka contractor bi ho onu be ye wa prepare content document aba emu say sika wi enu betumi ayade
that's right
masa apart from say amudi sika ni bi be ka ho na ma contractor na dia ma wo
yes
contractor sika na kwa me say 40% 50% yes also okay enti sika na be ka ni say no ya be 50% pe
enu say kian nya de na so obi be ye project bi ana so ye bi a or be a friend say meslinos nana say be in case the ups and downs be a wo mu nto this can be cost na or be kwa compare baby yes so ye dimi ka so kan na na dia mind na ban ebe ye ho ayi kakra o ye nto so ye famra say but yes still See the basa akora na wo stress will be GB the asa the
champion me say contractors no me say obi confess it to me ehwe certificate no a no be mu a champion sika ba no ho is about 50% and all the year
contract
no say nya ne yes in kan na wachicha ma o ni e won so a odi benya contract no and the contract yan fa mo direct you the mark a party baby
the sir
what you say no no so obi ali bi no so ko ni enti a time of the link no I want to say link na be pass through 4 stages and each stage bi ano obi awon ne take all the akovi enti ono fa na you know contract no be 50% ko enti ono so ko ayi no so a fred no so a fe no asesa ayi bi ano de oguso and this I say inti kan papa mu aye mo bi contest ye road ade na wudi enu year na esasi ebubu aye nchi obi antu
of okomukro mu ahantanan kwan a omo ye ya eni ahe ekwan na
tutu
ofo wa bi de sa chim akoro so no odan pot
from ayi asamankase epo order message dan say ya me ye kwan no etutu nti me bi say contact no wo he the issue is that sikana ye de man no 50% ya giache enti who dare you to go there opa we ya ma ye no amhwese no mo ko wa na mo gba contractor na ka mo be hu niama amobe ka ha enti
oman no ye kwaya na ye bai
sana me ka tira wo
oman ne dia na ebidia be da ni sika
aye sika nko a champion me donya me aye sika nko a o tiase enti no se ni sika enka se ya to fapin kase anase ye protect consolidated fund no ananka ye bo ho ban enaka kre bi e be kon ye tumi bo ho ban a masa enka betumi aye enwot ayi contractors ko anyam ye tumi ni omo eye deal tie abelfo na nkasa na awo ya metro be bia ya na sika no ne ko ne nsem a de bo party ya ma contract no no wa sa ayi e bia contract ni ye 30 million no o ma ka che contract say 20 million fa to so na ko prepare o contract document na ye 60 million
okay
enti o mo anye ne spread atufu contract na bana ma was 30 million no the price of dia ni ya dia to say enti ye tuafa wa no yi akoma wo and sana ne 30 million no say ya che champion me catch us and me obomofo nye bibia no ko wuro mu a ohu oba ka
right
o just na
ka mo ye pay fladi ye yan ntie say World Bank support o man no with 2.5 million sa sikai aye ka ho asem what
2.5 million
improve flooding resilience for 2.5 million people sa adie esika ebeba ewo ho ebe fahe ye be kogedi omo kwa ho ye hiem kura na nkasa o sika no ekom nche na enko ohwe o ye fidie source World Bank group World Bank supports Ghana to improve flooding resilience for 2.5 million people. Sike we free mu aba no ebe kwa koto
na 2.5 million people it say amwe yo motin no de enwo sika ba na ye na ye 2.5 million dollars
what the first say is
2.5 million
people and na sika be na nipa 2.5 million people there omodoso who sika be ba na nye sika esu because I said the year there was ampotem
champion ebi na ye ka ho asem ti se sika we ya ye kan se ye di sika na mayen ye ebedu kurambo a se masa se identify enyema yemfa sika ne yemfa ye na benefit ordinary person na ote eyimu a champion we be ka ba ye be tro bloggers be fa newspapers be fa we ni be ba ye be ka eso enye o ti ase because champion tie sika no kwa ye usually ye tite no very very bad
right
and ndina enso ye because utam dane sika tie Uka tam Ghana sika. Now uka cheme say wo de kwa tuto nkuko nkuko nketenkete. No one be chiche ama say obi a wa obetumi identify 555 people. Please, who are you deceiving?
Right.
As sika so be kwa kwhye ho no. Enke betumi aye sa circle ade ya okay.
Me say na no.
Ase bia wotuto nkokɔ.
Mompani beka nkokɔ no ho asɛm a say a slip of tongue no kan say wacheche nkokɔ 750 ama 13,000 farmers a yechiche mu obi abenya half no. Since then all this statement be see am ebesi a obi no wo aban wo wahye daba aba expense so ampa mampani make statement say na mum na yese na no wo pa kire enti o kan sa ade no na a slip of tongue if you obesi ne enya de a abamu pani bia timi adi bank anase waba se o meki bibi de afa ho besi ne
ni se sika ne ye de kokaka kokwa ba ye kramporo sa ye go estimate me say 2 million Ghana cedi eso 200 million and ye de ma book minister sa kokoko who are you deceiving me wa ensure na you friend enkofo any anongo o ja say chia me say pa dia ye koto ye 300 million e bachi chai en faso na na waso
okay
en faso bi ani so anti sa sika we wo identify some program me catch them say obi si agenda 111
that's right
and if 300 million if akọ now they compete and 20 when you need bank be fa wo
and my kra no omo paadi asem kra se ye wo ye ya nkasa local kwadui body omo de enu ha bia no omo de aya de enti omo wo companies and omo wo diswadi hu say ye beye bia wo Ghana ha say sikai wo de set sa factory ni bi wo de so dwen ma na ma no ye say pad ne bo anyafo ema obi obetimi atobi
exactly
no kokobo sa besia
exactly because you shop pad na the price for bako till the price bako okay rough calculation about 28
to 30 35
roughly it depends on the what the answer is near amo kind of quantity now we crump now all overpricing
right
okay the same price partner okay promo 12 cities
right
that's what near see a manufacture no no mo can saka manufacture no the ba value be akofa and on the profit atoso and look at 12 cities
right
but one who say my manufacturer no wa ya mame no and one in 25 to 26 cities
that's right
na enti omaba ne yakube enti every step on the way is about corruption enti we say we be sika no ewo he
right
champion and I would support improvement okay say ya ka asem way now because you remind you say next time we shouldn't happen again why should you put 2 million Ghana cedis into financial office for what officer will be running not too long ago I will use about 10 million
it is
72 million on the amount
it is how they can say auditor general report eba na security sa wa hunu wo auditors report mu say submit the office nko security ko ho ni abeyo nwanwa
okay
well hu a abeyo nwanwa
champion you see so na na anya nwanwa say anya nwanwa say you buso auditors report first one aba na museum and second one baba and when them say something you dey na 2020 is here and na report baba na say you who are so what they say uzi ma menchi oduma as auditors still we are audit here and here my you be may depend on auditor
that's right
obet me you be free even confo enu sika no obet me you be free
okay
now watch kakra bi
that's right
o ti ase we say so ade no so no just it depends on the person to you
and yes integrity crowd here adwuma no anyhow nipa no ebetimi aba we dey say ade kokoto asense
sanity
ye wono ye nka brochira sam ye ka Ghana
sanity audit bi ekoye papa bi ye jano because oni le lead na champion in sama oni pie o just obi say obi cry the please is there make say ono wo yidi ye echeche niema we say me say baby bi aye adwuma unim
na meti
ya ma company bi contract say on your certain intervention said ya even leakages the brain enti a man so answer was a control mechanism no dem for such a man no capture unim bibi
meti pa
enkofo na nya danas kana even na abadenya no onya no enti we for such a na we so be serve as a third party near him or sika na man contract akese or millions of cedis as at that time 21 million cedis.
That's right.
Dollars. One for the biama na mo en go for na bogo how do report ba na no so adabo report e say that be an
on transcript report
but the same thing on so submit enti differentiation biama no so ko di sika. As at that time, no, I did $21 million again.
Right.
Ghana Sika, which is an champion. Yeah, patch and say, I buy your domain show, sir. What you say? No revenue is more. And now we don't be anyone, so I less, and I is sir. You made a choir, over buy. Not what to me. I'm making sure that I deal with here at this point. We here at this point. We here at this point. Inti mami shalamin chichi sikani in such a way say. Adia me you ask yourself say, ordinary person no how is this expenditure made the sign ekobuano? And not necessarily. So one year is someone thinking about it. No say, and one say we are proving now kwa. Look. Abedria basintali kobia yi okobia yi oh yusu 9 million Ghana cedi 90 billion ana bibisa chemse enti omotra ho tracy say how is it going to benefit ordinary person work enti amode ho and you sign 90 billion edema we say J never koko drug bedu
ebi ansem no abedu ya say ma moja nte bi omu kodua ma ya benya moja say abedu ne ma moja pa but the mixer say abedu no okodua trace term say online person how is it going to benefit ya be so so ama oyare a nipa no ba betimi ama adura obetimi anya moja wo
am the baby warehouse and am the and the same person I will be sad was say yes side check we Emma yedi akọ ni akọ you know basintai more than 5 billion de akọ toilet room this I was how is this expenditure going to benefit
the ordinary
person
na ba ku bi asa ba kwa na say a prosecution thrown out over unsigned witness statement say a former chief executive at the National Football Fast Stock Company no limited no ni case no a Attorney General kono akobo hu kwadu no prosecution witness no a statement kora ya sign into a minor trans na ye wa lawyer for your mpanifo ade obi abo o man ni dwim ye hwe the due process the due document ye mfa nko na ebi esika ne ye nyi bi mfa mra no witness no kora wa sign
master to be honest before I go court as a corruption ohwehwe enima wo ohwehwe no say dey we the court a bit me a face test of time the mistake at this Attorney General oye the say the intention is say me pese me please normal human
okay
o say na me ye bibi no say challenge me dia de ma wa ye bibi so and that I say me wa she niama but a basa so na of she witnesses okofa witness bi no aka bibi atu sum say chale ko gira o pese ko dia dance ko ye ni say mami ne entumi ye so enti sa witness no o kabu na so to de bia ono abeja mo ba trade na ko no abeja o say aye we me fa mi san ko chance because I'm trying here me whole chair the children so what they say I've taken closer look at all the cases
right.
See, I'm the ball previous abai for me. Uncle for you the and I said it Mr. D the auditor make me a showcase all the cockwater we obey them.
Right.
What you say? And the circumstances around it. What you say over them?
And the president after be who was
sanity and don't show was over them. What you say? But I don't so who's a way near all and to me go see that.
Right.
I've taken closer look at, especially well-known, well-known cases. We are saying we them. For example, to say XML.
Right.
No case in look, champion. I said it here, and I'll still repeating it. So I want to make the back also see in court. I'm telling you, I'm stop talking as an auditor, a professional. I'm telling you. Because I'm going to me face test of that. Yeah, XML. I've read the thing. Sure. One person who accuse you here. Meanwhile, case now working soon. There is an audit report. Contact now with the man called phone. Contact now with them. Yes, you should do. You won't be a room.
Okay.
And now you are my and that audit report came from KPMG, one of the renowned audit firm.
That's right.
Near Sami research officer, Bank of Ghana report. They have audited, and then KPMG before auditing. Bank of Ghana, they need the orange now. It's not Bank of Ghana that prepared the KPMG for now auditing, and then they are proud.
That's right.
SML team. Your money's contract, GRA, 2 GRA, say, yeah, all your revenue may ban. And for to check more bottom via and more minor and yes, that. What you say? Emma, only. Oh, yeah, this forensic audit, no, yeah, so offer simple methodology, champion, only answer an interpreter. What is that was a and report no at the end of the day, conclusion is a team. You have the contract number in conform.
Right.
Now I'm revenue level you're saying. What you say? And after the contract,
there's a yedebe
yes, car. Now a free no banner you say ansana. We have the contract so money also we have the money we are certain period. What you say?
Right.
And the I'm share. Look, say young fans for instance, before I the contract no man, we have 2 billion free.
Right.
What you say? Yeah, the man also no. As at that time, Mama, we did the akufo-addo case KPL before calling forensic. And yeah, say, I made money. The is red short now, and I also measure revenue levels.
Right.
After they've given them
the contract.
Right. And we, the conclusion of say, yeah, the man, it has resulted in incremental revenue. Listen. Additional revenue about almost 11 billion.
Right.
Since I had the man, it means then that had it not been the intervention of SMA, and can this increment a year or 11 billion,
right.
And when the akufo-addo year serious, you put in measure for you to accumulate a lot. And 11 billion, only the give to my own.
I'm pretty akufo-addo crack. I say on researchers now. Or you near, or you know what? You too
very good. Very good.
To me, the years in the
what I was saying, I am benefiting for it. Now, only Nipaka Crane, and most of them will be a filling station. CSO, so for the car, I will be minister, politicians, and I will be. And your father, I am a terminal. Without buying, leakage, and they were able to increase our revenue by 11 billion. And yes, to 11 billion, say, we are just say, we are better so I'm going to find the difference between the current revenue level and the previous before, difference. I report, Nakacha report, we have a court. now say me chi SML the akokot what say are you serious
say bi so anaja
are you serious
you omo microphone go ba you say chief justice we be no odo no de aba ebia panel of the judges no appoint bi konti bi aba say yes mu hwe na mu di mai
let me champion case me of one because we got to me afa ho no I say meboa
right
but case auditors report wo what is it ade o betu ma yan say ene ma memfa another audit firm ankoye bi ni ye nhwe champion ene ye ka cho say the audit firm that did this no anye small audit firm we betu me is what I say huge professional talent and we knows a lot of things command sunny here cho enti with this one o qualify look national cathedral what you say this say identity na people dey know say national cathedral for officers no plan dey bet you first
okay
what was on makumo no try man ka say for the na very very intelligent who say ya did national cathedral contract and I say yeah starting and they are more appointing one of the renowned is about you about 4 or 5
yes
audit firms here
yes
you're from big 5 as a big 4
right
what is it one of them and I'm appointing or say more transaction advisor transaction advisor you appoint to as a supervisor it is like bibi it will be pre-audit
that's right
and some send ko normal auditing and some ya pass expenditure we it is one way okude tambo kwa mutu to say and national cathedral ya boy ka and you yes case and I'm say o say you say a project you appointed transaction advisor not any ordinary person
right
one of the renowned audit firm so on channel all the corruption if you know oh yeah they have the power and I Deloitte and Push
okay
I'm only audit firm I'm the report by how much Obian financial
subscribe almost
in national cathedral for officers you know and also for then I also ask myself say chief the time and also assessing the personalities involved members on the cathedral or assess woman I keep on asking myself look you need to say Professor Ouna why the chairman of the members that are more national cathedral do you think Professor Ouna or you corrupt to yourself say sika kakra boss you see this cathedral number your returns no papa we be jai say you go sika no
so what didn't na e ba na sa no na ka say omo ye trustees ye do omo to board so an hold nipa no responsible through the meaning process e bia omo be court or me justify ne nsem anu woka e de kire omo so omo so ye di ni ntina ma bi ni modwen se ne na de samulo kuje to abla kwa e ka no e no
there was some attempt
right
but attempt ono sa kuje to abla kwa no o wa ye ntino there meaning was one in court for wait me by let all video be or the two you need no say the name or the two from titi that time no attack one of the secretary to the trustee MSN the way the boate I was so double
yes
name no did just everything and yes I know nya opposition for I want to make a political because all review but you see the vindication of the whole thing is that so we are the na amafo na motoma sisi awaba so ordinary person will deceive ask yourself say identity na uncle court and as a member sisi so now sisi akwa your form mo so orabi ma oka identity na unform ko now who the reality on the ground
right
say audit firm are auditing say obi amfa one cd which I said because members now and I was vindicated because I said to say because champion who should be for we more you have said Duncan Williams you think is Duncan Williams or your
okay
I to be jai be a trustee member.
Joyce.
Doctor Joyce, some American media, it will be a number. Shut Manu, Fefe. Yeah, now one or Ghana was some Ghana. My Sabio, you do point to be a here cathedral. For me, my country was one of the key asset and the Mayan Sikapaya, not this national cathedral. Right. Now, the Mami Atwa, strategically, or didn't conform with Yama. Won't just say the way do it. What I say, I got so. Now, we show Mami or Dr. Gansai. Now, we could the top rapper. Over the conform. Say, trustee members, I'm not the progress. Over and over here, foreign minister. Which I was there. After 1 year Oduma, trustee members now more than my secretary. After I'm not conform. What I say? And my second cases now. Meanwhile, one cases are conform Ghana mine. What buy now attorney general. What of fire whatever you call it. Now, one job say. What is it? And call me no one because me myself so go be no obet me survive. That's why we didn't call because court case need to as only na make when you take said them has it no what your parliament intro ya more about $200 million. Say one out show say we see 5,000 affordable housing.
That's right.
1 year 2,000, 1 year 3,000, 1 year 4 Udeka do half. Idea we are say 1,024. And no problem want to me and get down to it. And when you do one calculation, one calculation, because when you divide the $200 million by the 5,000 above, we have about $40,000.
Okay.
To me say, but you now say William. Bako also basically $40,000. Granted the amount. What was it 1,024? And what we do, you'll see now $40,000. What they multiply by the number you see now. That's if they use little over $40 million. And it's here. TV 200 million. Meanwhile, you care almost $200 million. And the amount of phone call. What do you call the jail?
Right, so Busha Mene Nana Christian Donko and Eddie and Como the Financial Friday no SO. Now has a come aboard Etia. Sometimes with your mind not in the maybe Cosia. Ya name Bruno ya say you open for or more a do a minor so obviously so set parameters right now. Yedia man yourself and a 40 for a month for Nipan Bansua. Ebeto abade yi no ba de ne ye hwehwe de ye ka no yes akra ena na wo ye ne because ko bi wa be yo so afo de una mu aba bi obena bia obe be kisho sa ankrofo ma be di o man ni sika no ye be gi nyina be si ne enya de obi abo ho ana court process no na akoye no ho na asentwetwe no so na asentwetwe no by how many years 2 years na ban ba ya wo ko emu de he ena ye nhunu se senka ye tu ho amamo abuza yan fo si na wa wo fi no otu hwa na odwendwe niam bi ho sa se oman no ye kwa na se ye baropa omu a omo celebrate on birthday so mde bae ye fa kwanya we so na ye celebrate omo a happy birthday enkoma ohima ama Pukia Akwa na a happy birthday to ohima ama Pukia Akwa Adonte hima of Gumua Manso Central Region obapa ene ewa woda ye fa kwanya we so I celebrate you. May God preserve you and make you stronger than all obstacles. From Nana Sasa Jesse Adonte Hine of Gumua Manso, the traditional area, the good people of Gumua Manso is wishing you a glorious birthday today. Na nema nyina so intimi enkoso na nema nyina enkoye enfama. Happy birthday to a true brother. Your phone and Aquabana Amwako Isaac, do no and me as a tuntu. Or say a happy birthday to a true brother from another brother, Nana Kwabna Amwako Isaac Tintu. DNA didn't make us family, but life, loyalty, and pure respect did. I am incredibly grateful for the bond we share and the man you are. May this new chapter bring you massive breakthrough, good health, and doors opening in places you never expected. Enjoy your day to the fullest. Chief blessings are. From Nsempura and also so the dear Ebaya, yeah, we show a happy, glorious birthday. Nti ebusia birthdays na hodo Ebaya no. Na nakwabena nana kwabena enso de ewo ho na fe Erica Arthur wawoda na mpanifo wadofo nyina ewo show a happy glorious birthday. Erica Arthur we every the chief nankasa chief Ejano and odi wa odentinam se na de ampaye bedwa so ba akufo-addo ne bedwa gu ne nyina chese odi wa odeti say no and then enema nyina ekoso kama at the amount. Happy glorious birthday and come on for Erica Arthur na enema nyina so kosi na ye sorry na chese ade echi amaya kono na ye kwakwada kotwen top 4 fever game no eba so 2026 and we Medina Zurak Court we have said that focus edimutintimai papa say obia ankwa misa hwa no be aka nka kire pri enti bra na be said ye bo basketball ewo Medina Zurak Court ho a nankopon ya mo chena 30th May 2026 no ye lidi teams ni be Medina Old G's, we be Eagles, a few members, Toronto Vikings, and a traditional hoopers, Ekahubia, come, let's wine as we celebrate the Salah together. And we know after the Salah celebration, the Ekoso Zurak Park, but open Bibia Efa home, Penchich, Mubia for so reserve Bibia. I have a number, see why now only for the come on 0278 358 419. 0278 358 419 and 0243 384 295 0243 384 295 and 0247 077 853 0247 077 853 only penifo to come and for the top 4 FIFA game 2026 and Barcelona sponsorship you have more and our support be aba and penifo be do come for my reserve baby kama e dey ama mo to drinks ahodo mo ye drinks ahodo companies mo friend number na on be reserve baby ama betimi abe make sales e ho a and so betimi abo ama dwumade no akoso ye de dwumade no esi na yes sorry dwumade so na Friday be aton kra ma no na yenko
oh say na me say me condolences koma inaki father jana no usu and ye kase frere kwantino ama ya reserve bibia ya de anopa hiti na ya de jabo se janko ponje de kra no fazisi na ya usu so kwa kuma tunyo janko ponso be she wanan
that's said bibia say ya oba ama edin kono na Christian donko chartered accountant or your auditor and office or economist waba me edin komo en fast dan fama MCR om eboa ejano edu omanim sanso and justice so eka ho bi justice afo yes so no so eka ho sanso na Hughes Ahin and so eka ho bi o producer no ya mo ba requesting edi camera for enim Elikem ebo na dwuma sanso na focus so ayene de ama obia atimi ehunu se de dwumadie no ekoye mimidi de kwame aboku dankwamwa obiti afrem ekomoto your host with the most and your moderator ye wasi nyankopon ya adomo a joda he besen ya hia ewo bosome fufuro emu with a new month na afisi de dwumadie no bekwafa nyina no onso atimi ye mo ene hwe ewo na 2 television so